GMTV, of course. We're going to have a very quick break now. When we get back, well, she gave up her job. She spent thousands of pounds following her favourite band, but her obsession with Take That has led people to call it stalking. She's here to answer her critics in a couple of minutes.
Step into summer. Step into summer with LK Today.
Hi, welcome back. Now, lots of you have been emailing into our agony aunt, and she's here with your problems in just a few minutes. And whether an office romance we're talking about today, is that a good idea? First, though, a new book this week by a woman who claims to be Take That's biggest fan. It's causing a bit of controversy. Some critics are calling it a stalker's handbook, as it tells of her extreme efforts to follow the band on tour. However, its author Claire Blake says it's nothing more than a fun memoir of a fan. And she joins me now. You truly are a fan of Take That, unbelievably so.
Yes.
I mean, really
quite passionate.
Yeah, very much so. When did you start liking the band? What age were you?
I was 18 when I started liking the band. I went to see them on tour, and you know, the boys put on such a fantastic show.
They put on a great show, don't they?
Yeah,
Fantastic.
brilliant. And I got some last-minute tickets to a subsequent show. And then I met some girls at the concert, and they told me which hotel the guys were staying in. And I went along, and I couldn't believe you could get so close to them, because I had this perception of them. They're Take That, they're untouchable, you can't get near them. And they were just sitting drinking in the bar, and you know, Robbie came up to me and was asking for cigarettes, and then he ended up stealing my drink. I got into the lift with Jason, and there was all this great stuff going on.
And for an 18-year-old, that's just, you know, you just think, for goodness sake, that's incredible.
It was brilliant. It was so much fun. And then I was sort of wanting my next time to be with them, and waited for the next
But you
tour.
gave up such a lot. You gave up your studies. You were on course to go to university and study law, and you didn't do it. Because all the energy went into following Take That. All the money went into following Take That as well.
Yeah, I did. I was doing a law A-level, and I was doing really well, because they actually, my tutor said to me, "Oh, you're really good, you should take the exam after a year rather than 2 years of study." But I walked out of the exam because I just thought, it's not what I want. I wanted to be famous, I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to sort of be in the same circle as Take That.
Did you want to be, because you know that there's people that go and they just basically follow bands like this for sex, you know, they just go, but that was never your plan, that never happened. You weren't like a groupie as such.
No, I won't say that I wasn't attracted to the band, but no, that was not my intention. You know, I did end up with quite a good friendship with Gary, and I wouldn't have wanted to ruin it with anything like that.
Sure, but there must have been, as an 18-year-old, there must have been a little fantasy in your head sometimes, thinking, one day I'll be Mrs. Barlow and we'll toddle off and be happy together. Did you ever think like that? You did! Everybody does with their idols, of course.
Well, there you go, everybody does.
No, especially when you're a kid, you know, why not? And like you were saying, you were getting close to them. Did they treat you as a nuisance, or did they treat you as just, you know, they were very kind to you? Yeah? Not
at all. Gary would say to me, you know, "I'm on this flight tomorrow. Are you on my flight with me?"
Okay.
You know, are you coming to Ireland? I'm staying in this hotel, I'll see you there. Even the nightclub that he was going to go to when he was in Dublin. So, I mean, if I'd have been seen as a nuisance by him, he wouldn't have
been saying
that.
And like you were saying, if you weren't just following them for, you know, notches on the bedpost, then obviously that wouldn't have happened either.
No,
they would have been talking to you.
I had a friendship with Gary. No, after the concert back at the hotel, I'd sit with him and chat to him. It was, you know, it was a friendship. It wasn't, you know, anything like that.
Well, you know what? That's far more valuable than just a quick, you know, roll in the hay, isn't it? It really is.
But he paid me, you know, so much attention. He was so lovely to me.
He's a lovely guy.
You know, if I wanted to get on a guest list or a pass, he is just so lovely, and it did encourage me to want to sort of go back and see him again.
Sure. The book is very funny. It's very affectionate. It's a real affectionate look at that time in just about every girl's life, where they all go through. I mean, for me, it was a long time ago. It was people like David Bowie and things like that, who I absolutely loved. I was going to be, I used to write Mrs. David Bowie and my daughter, you know, because everybody did that. Of course we did. Now, some folk have said, though, it's almost like a handbook for stalking. Did you see it like that? Did you?
No, not at all. I mean, I wasn't stalking. I wasn't doing anything like that. If somebody was going to use my book for that purpose, then surely they would figure out how to find out that information for themselves. They wouldn't need my book.
You'd be distressed if people did that anyway. Now, you won the lottery.
Yes.
And instead of thinking to yourself, now what will I do with all this lovely money? You used it to just keep following. That kind of fueled you and enabled you to actually keep following the band.
That was brilliant, because it was always difficult, because in the early days when I found out they were going to stay in a particular hotel, and I'd be like, I can't afford it. And so once I won the lottery, it was like, you know, yeah, I'll have this hotel, I'll have a suite, and I'll go out shopping, brand new clothes, go and get my hair done, nails, you know, everything. It was fantastic.
Gosh, this would make a really good TV play. Do you know that?
Really?
It really would. It really would. But how much did you win the lottery? Was it a lot of money?
It was a six-figure sum.
Six-figure sum?
Yeah, it was 5 numbers in the bonus ball.
Jeez.
Not millions.
Did you spend it all on Take That, or have you still got some left?
No, I spent thousands upon thousands, but you know,
you don't regret it though, do you?
Not at all.
No, you don't at all.
No, best time of my life.
When they got back together again, you must have been absolutely hyperventilating. When they, I mean, obviously you must be distraught when they split up, but when you know, recently they've got back together, and I think they sound better than ever.
Oh, fantastic!
I think their songs are terrific.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
That was a great one. That was a great song. So you've been going to all the concerts then, all the reunions?
Yeah, I went on the last tour that they did, the Beautiful World tour. I went to Hamburg, Rotterdam, Stuttgart, Birmingham, Newcastle, Glasgow, did all that, and it's great for me to have a reunion with all the friends that I met as well, all the girls, and you know, we all get together in the hotel and order up a couple of bottles of wine and we sit around chatting, and it was actually kind of recalling stories of the past that made me think this would be great in a book. You know, people would probably want to read about these funny stories and what really happens in the hotels and stuff like that.
It's good fun. It is good fun. It really is. And clearly there was an obsession there.
Yeah,
there was, definitely,
yeah.
and probably will be till the day you die. Be playing Take That.
Yes.
So it's great to see you. Good luck with the book.
Thank you.
It's called Mad About the Boys. It's by Claire Blake and it's out right now. My life is Take That's biggest fan. Unless you know better. But thank you very much indeed. Now it's solving your problems. Lots of you, of course, have been writing into our Agony Aunt. Thanks for all your letters and emails. And we are starting